LakelandCarKeys.com. We're currently working on this Ford Explorer over here in the background. I actually made them this key about 2 months ago, and the original Ford key had broke off the flip part, and they asked me to come out and make them a second key. So we're going to go ahead and cut and program this key to the vehicle. I will be using the Xhorse Key Tool Max Pro along with the xp-005 Dolphin to get this job done. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and I could use the Key Tool Max to control the Dolphin machine. So from the home screen, I'm going to go into Vehicle Database and then select Ford, and then we can just go ahead and scroll down to Explorer, and it'll give us our option for the HU-101 high security blade with the 10-bit cut-in. Alright, so it tells us to use the M5 A clamp and align in position 5. That's how we have the original key there to go ahead and decode it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we can decode key. So the Dolphin pretty much works as a little mini CNC machine. It will do its checks to verify the key position, and then the probe will go down and touch where the 10 cut should be, and as it does, it will give us corresponding cuts in the machine. And then what I'll do is the machine will run a code fill program, and it'll give us the factory key code for this particular blade. And basically what I do is I always, once I'm done reading, hit find bitten and let it, show me what the key code is. Now I'm not going to show the key code on the screen, but it did come up with a valid key code, and that's how I know it actually gave me a good decoding of the key. So now we're going to take our new key. We're going to get that in position. I'm trying to see if I can do this one-handed. Yep, alright. Alright, and I'm going to select that and just go ahead and cut key. And the same thing, it'll tell me to use the M5 clamp in position A and position 5, the A side of the clamp. So I'll go ahead and continue to cut key. Oops. And I just showed you the code that I didn't want to show you, but alright, so then it's going to do the same thing. It's going to go through all the checks to verify the position of the key blade, and then it'll go ahead and use the end mill cutter and cut the blade. And it's usually about 2 to 3 cycles of going each side. Just slowly mill the key each way. So I'll just give you a real quick view of this, and then I'll flip it over and do the other side off camera. So this is it getting ready to do the second layer, which is it's the same cut but just a little bit deeper, and it's just going in and milling it out. Now come down and do the tip again. Got a little spot back here it needs to clean up, and get the edge of the tip. Alright, and this side is done, so I'll flip it over, get the other side done, and then we will move on to the programming. Alright, so we got our new key fully cut. First thing I always do is just check it, make sure, it works in the door. And then we go ahead and get in the vehicle. I'll stick it in the ignition and power it on. Alright, so we have our cable attached. It's plugged into the DLC connector. And then I'll grab the machine. And so we're going to go into emo programming. Again, we'll select Ford. All right, we're going to select United States area, and we can scroll up to Explorer. All right, so in the menu it says flip keys or keyless go, and basically the translation should be, turn key or smart key, or bladed key or push to start. So it's a bad translation, but we're gonna go ahead and select flip keys. And I don't remember exactly what year this was, so let me just look at the VIN tag and confirm. All right, so this is a 2016. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and select 16 to 19 and start programming. All right, so I do have my internet connected, and we're gonna go ahead and we might have to read pin code first. I am gonna go ahead and, all right, let's see. Let me pull up this. All right, so this is just telling me if it's active alarm, how to get past the active alarm. I'm just gonna hit OK, and it says it's normal for the instrument to go dark. All right, switch the ignition on, it's on. All right, so it's reading the data for the pin code, and it says it should take 1 to 3 minutes. So I'll go ahead and pause it, and I'll just come back when we have a successful read. All right, so that probably only took about 45 seconds to get through there, but it went ahead and read successfully. So I'm gonna click OK, and then we're gonna go into add a key. It says, note, if vehicle EMO alarm is active, you need to disarm the alarm before programming the key. And it just gives you the instructions how to disable active alarm. We don't have that situation. We have a working key and it's disactive. So we're going to go ahead and select OK. It says, insert new key in the ignition switch and turn. Go ahead and select OK. That's connecting to the system. And then we had the door lock cycle. And there was just a message on the thing that said the key was programmed successfully, and the key is programmed successfully here. And go ahead, turn it back to the off position. Verify that it does start the vehicle. All right, and just verify that lock and unlock works. So we got remote functions, we got transponder functions. This job is done. So this is just another quick key programming. And I gotta say, this actually, using the Key Tool Max Plus, the process was a lot faster had I used any of my other brand key programmers. All right, so that was pretty good. So it'll be interesting. I'll try to use this a little bit more to see, if this was just a one-time fluke, or is using the process actually faster than, using the Autel. There's been a lot of controversy with Autel lately where they removed Ford from their machines. Even some people can't do all keys lost. Some people might still have some added key functions, but I know Autel, as of the 25th of August, they've been removing Ford from all their machines. So if you updated your Autel, it's possible that you don't even have Ford in there anymore. My Autels haven't been updated in over a year, so I still have Ford access to program keys. Actually, the last vehicle I just did was like a 2014 F-150 that a shop was replacing the BCM on, that I did all keys lost with that. But going forward, the Xhorse is probably going to be my go-to with programming on, older systems, Ford vehicles. All right, thanks for watching. LakelandCarKeys.com.